previous class, you had learnt about verbs and you had learnt about helping verbs. So helping verbs are also called as auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs means verbs that help the main verb in a sentence to express the tense, mood and voice. So now in this class we are going to continue with modals. In the previous class you had learnt about shall, should, will and would. So we are going to continue with the remaining modals. So first of all, what is the meaning of modal? Modals which help to express the mood or attitude of the speaker. So here are a list of modals: will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, used to. And you can observe, children, will, would. Would is the past tense of will. Shall, should. Should is the past tense of shall. Can, could. Could is the past tense of can. May, might. Might is the past tense of may. So here we can observe that here are few modals: can't, couldn't, mayn't, mustn't, might. So here these are the negative forms of can, can't, could, couldn't. So couldn't is the negative form of could. May, mayn't, must, mustn't, might, might. So these are the negative forms of can, could, may, must and might. Children, now let us know how to use these words, how to use the modals. First let us start with the use of can. Can is used to express permission. Whenever we are taking permission, we can use can. For example, can I go to the market? So here they are asking the permission. Next example, you can play now. Means the permission is given to play. Can I go to the cinema tonight? So these three examples are for permission. Can is also used to show the ability of that person. My brother can cook. So can cook shows the ability of a brother. And one more example I would like to give you. He can speak French. So he has the ability to speak French. He can walk 10 kilometers without getting tired. So these three examples of ability. Next, can is also used to show the future possibility. She can secure a very good rank. She can. So it tells about the future possibility. So children, try to repeat after me now. Can is used for permission, to express ability, to show the future possibility. Permission, can I go to the market? Can I go to the cinema tonight? Ability, my brother can cook. He can walk 10 kilometers without getting tired. Future possibility, she can secure a very good rank. Can is also used to express request. Can you help me find my way? So this can be a request, but it is an informal way. Offer, I can tell you how to get there. Suggestion, you can buy a car instead of hiring every day. Here the suggestion is given to buy a car. Willingness, I can do it if you like. So this is willingness. So can is used to express request, offer, suggestion, willingness. Children, try to repeat after me. Can is used to express request, offer, suggestion, willingness. Use of can't. The negative form of can is can't, or you can use it as a cannot. For example, stop. You can't do that. So it is showing that he cannot do that one. He is not allowed or permitted to do that work. He can't ride a horse. Can't you come today? So these are the three examples of can't. So can't is the negative form of can. Use of could. Could is the past tense of can. Could is used to express past ability. I could eat 3 pizzas when I was in college. That shows the past tense. Next, it is used in condition. You could have done well. Had you tried harder? So this is the condition which is put on that person. Next, could is also used for possibility. There could be trouble ahead. So let us try to repeat this, children. Use of could. Could is the past tense of can. Could is used to express past ability. I could eat 3 pizzas when I was in college. Condition. You could have done well had you tried harder. Next is possibility. Could is also used for possibility. There could be trouble ahead. So this is the possibility. Could is also used to make requests. For example, could you help me find my way? Could is also used in seeking permission. For example, could I please attend your lecture? Could is also used in making suggestions. For example, we could take a walk. So these are the few examples of could. Children, try to repeat after me. Could is used to make requests, seeking permission, making suggestions. Children, whenever you are using could and couldn't, usually this is used in the formal way, whereas in official and social work, it is highly formal, and when you use could, it is very polite and less sure in tone than can. And use of couldn't, as you know that couldn't is the negative form of could. You can write it as a could not or couldn't. So couldn't, I couldn't run when I was baby. This tells about the past tense. He couldn't see the difference between good and bad. I hid the presents so that she couldn't find them. So these are the examples for couldn't. Try to repeat once again, children. Couldn't, it is the negative form of could. Examples: I couldn't run when I was baby. He couldn't see the difference between good and bad. I hid the presents so that she couldn't find them. So children, now we have learnt the use of can, could and couldn't. So here is an activity for you. You are going to find the answer. Fill in the blanks with can or could. First question. I dash take a day off whenever I want. You are going to guess the answers, children. The answers should be can or could. So if it is a past tense, you are going to use it as a could. We dash bring our dog into the parlor. He said we dash leave the office whenever we wanted. Fourth question. Dash I use your phone. Fifth question. Dash you please pass the sauce to me. Sixth question. He dash walk 10 kilometers without getting tired. Seventh question. Dash I have that dictionary please. Eighth question. He dash speak French. So children, I'll give you 1 minute time. Try to write down these answers in a book. And whenever there is a very polite sentence, there it should be could. You try to remember this sentence. Whenever it is highly formal or very polite, then you have to use could. Yes, now let us check the answers. First main, fill in the blanks with can or could. Check the answers, children. First question, I can take a day off whenever I want. Second question, we could bring our dog into the parlor. Third, he said we can leave the office whenever we wanted. Fourth, could I use your phone? Fifth, could you please pass the sauce to me? Sixth, he can walk 10 kilometers without getting tired. Seventh, could I have that dictionary please? Eighth, he can speak French. Hope children you are doing your activity. If it is wrong, you can correct it once again. Let us move on to the next slide now. Yes, now let us learn how to use may or may not in a sentence. Children, may is used in a very formal way and in an official way. It indicates the social distance. And may is also used in granting and seeking permission. For example, may I borrow your pencil? May I go out for a while? You may join their group for this task. May I go out for a while? So these all are examples for permission. Next is possibility. Something possible in present or it can be in the future tense. In the future. It may rain tonight. The principal may visit our school today. So here there is a possible. Or sometimes it is possible in the present or it may be in the future. Next, the use of may is also used to express doubt and uncertainty. When you are not certain, it is called as an uncertainty. She may catch the train in time. He may not have spoken the truth. So in both the sentence you can see that they are not certain. It is a doubtful case. So try to repeat after me, children. Use of may and may not in a sentence. May is used for seeking and granting permission. For example, may I borrow your pencil? May I go out for a while? You may join their group for this task, etc. May is also used for possibility. Something possible in present or in the future. It may rain tonight. The principal may visit our school today. And may is used to express the doubt or uncertainty. She may catch the train in time. He may not have spoken the truth. So children, try to recall once again. May is used to take permission for the possibility, to express the doubt or uncertainty. May is also used to express the wish. May God help you. May you have a long life. So this shows the wish of a person. May is used to make a purpose. He works hard so that he may become rich. So it is showing the purpose. Why should he work hard? Because he may become rich. We eat so may live. To live we eat. So there is a purpose. And may is used in the negative and interrogative. Interrogative means it is questions. He may not be there. Not be is a negative sentence. When may we expect you? So this is interrogative. It starts from WH, that is when, and ends with a question mark. This sentence is called as an interrogative. So may is used to express wish. May is used to use for purpose, and it is used for making the negative sentence and interrogative statements. Children, try to repeat it. May is used to express wish. For example, may God help you. May God bless you. May you have a long life. May is used to express the purpose. He works hard so that he may become rich. We eat so may live. May is also used to make the negative and the interrogative statements. He may not be there. May not is a negative word. When may we expect you? So here it is an interrogative question. Now let us know when to use might. The past form of may is called as might. Past form of may, that is might, it is used in the reported speech. For example, the inspector said that he might visit our school soon. Might is also used for possibility. I might join you later, but I am not sure. Second example, I might go to the cinema tomorrow. Might is also used in framing negative sentences. He might not come home. Not is a negative sentence. Second example, do you think he might not be able to pay the debit? So these are the examples for negative sentences, children. Try to repeat after me. Use of might. The past form of may in reported speech. Might is used in the possibility. Might is also used to frame negative sentences. Now let us start with activity 2. So here are few fill in the blanks. You need to guess the answer. Fill in the blanks with may or might. First question, dash I enter the room. Second question, he worked hard so that he dash win a scholarship. Third question, his dash his soul rest in peace. Fourth question, I asked her whether I dash use her umbrella. Fifth question, she dash pass if she works hard. Sixth question, use fertilizers so that you dash have a rich harvest. Seventh, who knows what dash happen. Eighth question, I think you had better take your umbrella with you, it dash rain. Children, I'll give you some time. Find the answer. So it must be may or might. So there is some clue in each question to find. Hope you might have guessed the answers, children. Check the answer. Fill in the blanks with may or might. May I enter the room? Second, he worked hard so that he might win a scholarship. May his soul rest in peace. Fourth, I asked her whether I might use her umbrella. She may pass if she works hard. Sixth question, use fertilizers so that you may have a rich harvest. Seventh, who knows what might happen. Eighth, I think you had better take your umbrella with you. It might rain. Now let us go through the use of must. How must can be used in a sentence. Let us learn one by one. Use of must or must not or mustn't. So must is used for compulsion. You must be back by 10 o'clock. So here must is used in the form of compulsion. Cars must not park in front of the gate. Next, must is used for self-compulsion. I must go home now. So compulsion is for myself. We must keep our promises. When there is no explanation, we use must. You must have left the bag in the rickshaw. If there is no other explanation, when there is no other possibility, we use must. Try to repeat after me, children. Use of must or mustn't. Use of must is used in the compulsion, in the self-compulsion, when there is no other explanation possible. Must is also used for assuming, that is assumption. Example, you must be tired walking in the hot sun all the way. Here you can observe the sentence, children. It is assuming. Must is also used to estimate. Example, the pillar in front of the temple must be about 50 feet high. So they are just estimating the height of the pillar. Must is also used for duty. Example, a soldier must fight for his country. It's a duty of the soldier. I must listen to what my mother says. Must is also used for determination. I must go to Kashmir this year, whatever happens. So these are the few examples of must. Let us repeat once again. Must is used for assumption, estimate, duty and determination. Here is the third activity, children. We use modals to express our feelings and thoughts. Look at the expressions of feelings and thoughts given below. Choose the appropriate expression and write it in each blank. So in the bracket I have given you estimation, self-compulsion, assumption, compulsion. I must finish this work today itself. Second question. In our hostel, we must switch off the lights at 10 p.m. Third question. She must be still in her office working late this evening. Fourth question. This temple must be at least 500 years old. Fifth question. Look at that old man toiling in the sun. Looks very old. Must be at least 80. So children, I'll give you some time. The answers are given in the bracket. Choose and write it in the blank. Now try to guess the answers. Let us see what's the correct answer. First question. I must finish this work today itself. So that I says that it is a self-compulsion. In our hostel, we must switch off the lights at 10 p.m. This is just compulsion. She must be still in her office working late this evening. Assumption. This temple must be at least 500 years old. Here it is a estimation. Fifth question. Look at that old man toiling in the sun. Looks very old. Must be at least 80. This also comes under estimation. Children, hope you have understood the modals what I have taught you. Go through once again and try to write few more examples based on this. So let us move on to home assignment now. Home assignment. First main, fill in the blanks using the modals can, could, may, might, must. First question. Dash, I use your pencil for a moment. Second question. Dash, you speak English. Third, I dash join you later, but I am not sure. Fourth, John dash make great paper boats. Fifth, you dash not make noise in the class. Second main, fill in the blanks with the correct option. First question, they dash. So in the bracket I have given can and might, can or might. Be away for the weekend, but I am not sure. Second, you dash may or might. Leave now if you wish. Third question, options are could or may. You open the window a bit, please. Fourth, dash, the options are could or might. You lend me ₹100 for a week. Fifth question, I hope you dash could or may succeed. So children, try to do your homeworks. So in the next class, we are going to discuss the answer for this.